Hi guys, just wanted to run through a couple of things that I've picked up the last couple of days. Obviously, I'm not going to explain it as well as what I've had explained to me, and I'm pretty sure a lot of this might not be new, and so I'm sorry if it is. Just wanted to put it down while it's fresh in my mind. Um, just very quickly, the first one, obviously, we use SMART goals. Particularly, we've looked at the one child, one plan, and it uses the SMART goals. What we've done over the last couple of days is we've had V SMART goals, with the V meaning the value. And it sort of made sense in the fact that, I know when doing the ILPs for our ATSE students, we've set the goals and, done all the measurements and, achievable and all that sort of stuff. But, we haven't considered what the student's value is. When you consider the hierarchy of needs too, quite often the value that we place on, the goals isn't necessarily from the child. So, I've got a bit to think about with those ILPs and how we incorporate the students' values into that, and that can only come by getting to know the kids really well as well. So yeah, probably nothing new with that, but it's just something that got highlighted, particularly doing the ILPs. What I really wanted to show you was if I can do it, if I can work out how to do it. Just bear with me if you could. Here we go. I think I've got it here. Just while I bring something up. So when we've done our program achieve and all that sort of stuff, this might sound pretty familiar. So we have our thoughts. That leads to our feelings. And then that, of course, leads to the behaviour or the action. We sort of went through why quite often that actually doesn't necessarily work. We've got all these positive thoughts, but there's never any, or quite often there's no link between that and actually doing stuff or an action. So what we sort of have been covering over the last, excuse me, just bear with me, last little bit, if I can find it, is here we go. Hopefully that you can see all this. I might need to zoom in a bit. Okay, that's not going to work. Just bear with me again. I might need to. There we go. Insert. Oops. There we go. Okay, hopefully we've got it. There we go. Okay, so what we went through first was where we are now. So this one I think is linked to, okay, so Ray was preparing for his midterm exams. The teacher was told the class topic they needed to cover for the exams. Ray panicked when he saw what he had to do. So we started off, okay, Ray jotted down how he was feeling. Okay, and obviously here he's worried. And then obviously that, evokes a physiological reaction. Okay, so then we get agitated, increased heart rate, butterflies in the tummy, all that stuff that we know already. So then, that sort of, the thinking turns into he's never going to get it done, hasn't had enough time, it's not fair, he's going to fail. And then, of course, his actions, or the doing part of it, is talking about how worried he is, chewing his pen, complaining about the teacher, critics, negative self-talk, saying it's not fair, might result in, procrastination and not doing anything. So then what we did, and we did this for ourselves with our own sort of issues. So then we did our what we'd like to achieve, how we'd like to feel. Okay, we'd like to be less worried, a bit happier. that would lead to us feeling more relaxed and calmer. Okay. We'd be thinking, we'll do one topic at a day, we'll ask someone to help, get a study partner, listen in class to the teacher when they're revising, and we'd actually be doing some positive things like studying in our free time, studying between classes, listening carefully, asking a friend, and so forth. What we covered today was the way that we actually get to this feeling and better physiology and better thinking was through the doing. Okay, so it sort of goes a little bit different to the thoughts, feelings, actions. We start with the doing. Okay, now we can't actually have an action. The philosophy with it is we can't have an action without thinking about it first. So if we're going to do something, we're thinking about doing it as well. So these two sort of go hand in hand. And then by actually putting something into action, okay, that's going to lead to a feeling of less worried and a bit happier. That then means a better physiological response, and we don't have all those anxious feelings, or at the other end those anger feelings as well. So as I said, I haven't explained that as well as what it was today, but essentially we were just rethinking that process. Instead of starting with the thoughts, feelings, actions, we're actually starting with the doing. And the doing, inadvertently has a thought which can lead to us feeling better and increasing our physiology. So I just wanted to share that today. There's a few other things, but I'll catch up at a meeting. Thanks.